because it's laning. So if you expect a Cthulhu aggressive Tralin jungle, then Puppet Master is a stronger laner than some other options. And now they picked the Swiftblade, which could mean that they are manning up because I guess Flans does play Swiftblade. I see more Swiftblade in Kazu's hand. So it's either Flans playing Swiftblade, which I don't see too much, or Slapped playing Cthulhu Fan, which I don't see too much. One of those heroes is Kazu's heroes. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they can handle it. I'm saying that I haven't seen it too much.
No, of course. I agree with you. It does seem like KZ plays that Swiftblade so often that's what I would lean towards personally, and instead of having Zlat play the Cthulhu font, but maybe not though. I will say, going against a Parasite, it does seem like having the Elephant possibly in the jungle with Parasite is pretty good, and trying to harass him, so could also be another reason for that. But
I think Parasite, Puppet Master's 2 single target right now. They don't have too much damage AoE. Also, I would hate my life if I was Puppet against a Swiftblade Cthulhu Fant 2 picks. Like, those are like the classic case of like I'm going in the front, sitting in your face type of heroes.
Yeah.
And Puppet is really bad against that. He has no mobility, and like basically he can choose between staying in a team fight and like attacking man-modding on Swiftblade and Cthulhu Fant, which he's not gonna win, or he's gonna run in circles and then he's not gonna do anything in a team fight. So the only way Legion is gonna do anything in an even game is if they initiate, because if they get initiated, Puppet is just gonna melt or like do nothing in a team fight. So Puppet is not the best here, but of course if they win landing phase and they snowball, it's not gonna matter. It's just side note.
Warbeast was still left open, eventually banned there by the Forgotten One. I'm a little surprised to see him there.
I don't think they would have picked Warbeasts, but sure.
Well, it got banned. Oh, so yeah, but they might as well take it out, I guess, kind of deal. Behemoth, Rhapsody, Revenant, Andromeda, Warbeast, Luna. We have seen Sync run a bit of Revenant lately, actually. Yep. So, not too surprising to see that ban, necessarily. But now Mystery King, their 4th pick. They still got a support option they need, as well as a Suicide, most likely, so.
Sync mainly bans shortly in supports. Although Rhapsody and Luna can be mid, but Andrew is not really seen on mid that much. They didn't ban Torture, which is one of the better heroes against Swiftblade to box out. Alright, they're gonna go for Voodoo Jester.
You make that sound so like, oh yeah, Voodoo Jester, just him. I mean, that's not your typical support.
Not a bad hero, but it shines in some games. It's not that good in some other games. This is not the best Voodoo game so far, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Especially if they man up on Sync. Not sure what's gonna happen.
Okay.
How well they gonna lane with the Voodoo Puppet against I guess Swiftblade more is not. I mean, it's alright. It's not like a Swiftblade Empath though. It's still a strong lane. But we'll see. Sync is definitely looking for a mid. Still, unless they do Swiftblade mid, which is still an option, obviously. But I don't see people doing that.
Yeah.
But it is viable.
Definitely several options here for them. I mean, you got Pebbles, you got Prisoner. Maybe stands
I don't
out.
think they're gonna go for Pebbles. Yeah, Trample. I don't think they're gonna go for Pebbles because Pebbles usually needs babysit. So they should pick something which doesn't rely too much on the support, because I would assume that the Moor is either top or bot lane, not mid. So it's a solo mid. So Bubbles is open, and Bubbles is pretty good against Moraxis, as Moraxis doesn't really catch him on the lane, so it's harder to gank Bubbles or get him killed. overall, it's not the best bubbles game, I feel like, but I can see definitely picking up bubbles. It's a Kinesis Suicide as well. Okay. I know, wait, it's Okami playing Suicide, not Cookies. Because I know Cookies plays a lot of Suicide Kinesis.
Okay.
I guess Okami is confident enough
Yeah.
on Kinesis.
I would hope so.
I don't think Kinesis is really strong 1v1, but I think Tremble is alright. I'm not too sure about that though. I would be confident saying which matchups are good for Kinesis in general, but I have no idea how Tremble goes. Because Tremble is like invis and has a lot of health regen in general. But if it's a dual short and the Kinesis is... Okay, it's a Pharaoh mid, I guess, yeah, sure. That's what I was talking about. Like, they need a solo mid, which doesn't really rely on a support. So they're not going to dual mid. So I would expect a dual long.
That is not your usual mid hero for Mickey. I mean, just in general too. Like that, you don't usually see Pharaoh.
Yeah,
mid.
Bubbles was open, but Pharaoh once again, it's really good against Puppet.
Yeah.
Like, what is Puppet going to do when you Pharaoh will team in Mummy Balls? They're gonna have one tablet on Kinesis, hopefully, so that can help. But then they still have to deal with the Tremble sitting on Puppet, a Switchblade sitting on Puppet. Like, they have 4 frontliners against Puppet Master, which is gonna be a hard game.
Yeah.
So once again, as long as Legion has the initiation, they can be alright. But if they get initiated, it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah.
And as the lanes, I think it's gonna be Swiftblades more long lane, because I don't see Flan suiciding alone. Also, I don't think Tremble needs that much help top lane. So I think they could potentially win all 3 lanes. And Slap is playing Tulufant, so yeah.
Yeah, and also, yeah, Keizu playing the Tremble is kind of getting at there
Yeah.
too. So that's, again, it's such a comfortable hero for him. We have seen Flensmeister play a little bit
Yeah,
of Tremble
exactly.
too. But
I think he started practicing it after DreamHack. I'm not sure,
yeah.
but I might be wrong at that. But I think so. At least before, I haven't seen him playing that much Tremble.
All right, looks like Mystery King's good to go, so whenever Sync is ready. But another thing to bring up while we're on this pause here again, these first set of matches, actually, every team is set to be playing right now. There's 4 different matches up in total going on right now currently, and of course that's the one that we're covering. But Complexities versus Dishonored, Druids is facing off against Team Disband, and Reason Gaming versus Shrek is Love over there. So we'll try to keep you guys updated on those as well. Throughout possible more pauses. And of course, as always, if this one ends a little bit earlier, then we can jump into another one. But stick with this series for the time being, and seeing how it continues to play out here now in Game 2 with Sync up 1-0. It's a 2-game series here. So Tremble and Pharaoh heading bottom lane. Tremble just going to put down a mound, though.
Placing a mount, yeah.
Get one down here.
Okay, might be a Pharaoh suicide.
That's what it looks like, actually. And Tremble looks like he may end up mid.
Yeah, he's gonna go mid because Suicide is short lane. Alright. That can work. I just... And Cthulhu is aggressive jungling. Looks like. Okay.
Yep. Set up down here.
Right, they're not gonna be in bot lane for sure, because it's a solo Suicide Pharaoh. So it's not a Swiftblade Moira. Not sure if they could win it anyways. But the danger of this is that Pharaoh is really acceptable for ganks by Parasite, especially when you're facing a Puppet Master. It's like a hold into Parasite creep, whatever. It really is the gank because he has no escape. But if Tulufant is aggressive jungling, I guess it's easier, because then you always have sight of Parasite / you harass him out. It's an interesting solution. But it made this 1v1 looks like, which is definitely favoring Sync. Because I don't think this would work if Tremble was facing a dual lane.
Yeah.
Kinesis went boots first.
Oh my gosh, Voodoo Jester, this is interesting here. Puppet Show on a Cthulhu font. Okay, gonna be fine in the end. Got a little dangerous though. You see Parasite, he used the Skull King net though before the Hokum was used, and now Pharaoh's in trouble. That's a cocktail stuns coming out as well. Puppet Master though, not in range for auto attacks. And that's going to be the difference maker for Pharaoh. But now Cthulhu Font trying to finish off Voodoo Chester. No trample, of course, being level 1. Voodoo Chester going to get cut off, however, by Pharaoh. It's a lot of back and forth between the two teams right now. Puppet Show not in range, however. And Cthulhu Font, once again, will be fine. So a lot of time being wasted, though.
Yep, that's still good for Sync. Puppet Master missed only last hits. And if Puppet rotated a little bit earlier, he would have gotten the kill. Now he missed the kill. Missed a lot of last hits, and also missed lane control, or lost lane control. So it's going to be good for Pharaoh. Also, they harassed the Parasite. So that's definitely good for Sync. And what I wanted to say is that more Kinesis went for boots first. That's a good choice. I still think it's going to die against the Moira and Switchblade. Now, one of the biggest mistakes you can make with Kinesis is that you don't block the pole camp. Because the hero is completely reliant on lane control, and he has no escape. Sort of like a Plague Rider, for example.
Okay.
So if you just pull the lane back and you have lane control, you have really easy time killing the Kinesis, especially if you're a Moira who has Illusion and can look at top.
Yep, here
Use
we
Illusion
go.
behind Kinesis.
There's the stun. Here come the auto attacks. Now the boots. Will it be enough distance? It will not. The boots on
That's
Swiftblade as well. Easy kill. So yeah, right as you're talking about it, really. Easy to blow. Let's go middle lane in the meantime. Actually, Moraxis might be in some trouble. He tried to sidestep. He couldn't hit it, though. Or he does get hit by the trample more. So you see Moira running in. The Shards of Heart kind of applied. Is it in range? Yes, it is. However, will it be enough damage still? I don't know, actually. Yes, it will be, clearly. Tremble, though, in the meantime. Acid Cocktail coming out. Tremble will fall. As the Elephant, though, he gets away. Moira, though, she's in a bad spot. Kind of just standing her ground, figuring I might die. Might as well try to help get a kill in the process. Parasite rotates over that Curse Ground. Only level 1. Not the most damage coming out. Voodoo Chester will fall, though. Down goes Moira. 1-for-1 exchange between those two. And now Parasite still going out with Kinesis against Swiftblade, and they take him out on top of it. Also, a big clash here in the middle lane. It's a fairly even back and forth there between the two teams.
Not even sure what happened.
It's kept on going.
Yeah. Swiftblade TP'd mid, I think.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not sure how we got there. Yeah. You don't see carries TPing that early on. It's really good to see. Because I feel like most carries make the mistake of being too much on one lane and just farming. And Puppet is that.
Yeah, might be. Yeah, well, maybe. Oh, never mind. That mummy wall comes out and pulls him right back in. So, yeah, no chance to get away right there. Again, Voodoo Chester, the Cursed Ground level 1. Really not the most powerful and threatening just yet. Definitely a downside there. And actually, Cthulhu Font, though, needs to be careful with this burst damage from Kinesis as well as that Cursed Ground. He does end up falling, and now Pharaoh also in a little bit of trouble. The Acid Cocktail going to stun, and the Mummy Wall's doing plenty of work, though. And it's going to box him out just enough, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, they're still thinking about chasing, actually. Another stun? Not going to happen. Voodoo Chester ends up going down. They better get this kill now. The Mummy Wall, yes, we'll pull him in. But here comes the TP, so this could get worse. A lot of action early on in this game. Parasite going to infest the creep, but guess who it is? It's Cthulhu Font. However, he's just a little too slow right here. He does have Strider, so he tramples in and pushes him forward. Parasite ends up just coming out of the creep naturally. But he's still in a lot of trouble. Moira's looking to cut him off right here. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, Parasite's just going to try to live as long as possible. And he'll just split the gold instead for the Hellborn team. So, man, 10 hero kills so far already.
Yep.
4.5 minutes in.
It's definitely insane, yeah. Doing most of the work for Sync. I mean, that's Moira for you, but I can still takes the credit.
You know,
he's doing really good rotations.
I don't know if it's you, but if you've played Voodoo Chester a little bit, or maybe it's somebody else, but the Mojo, it seems like that there is possibility of arguing that the Mojo's maybe a little bit stronger than the Cursed Ground, and you could go that instead.
It was me. I was actually getting flamed for that.
Well, defend yourself.
That was against Ophelia. That was against the push lineup, and like against mass heals. Curse Crown doesn't really do anything. But in this case, you're not facing a mass push lineup. But I don't really see the. You look at top, by the way. Flensmeister, biggest nerd.
Oh, jeez. He is going to get the kill right here. Now, their support was kind of nearby, but clearly not close enough. However, if they still get a kill out of this, it's definitely going to be a pretty big deal, actually. Curse Ground, that is level 2 now, so some decent damage coming out from it. Is it going to be enough, though? I don't think so just yet. It's not ticking for highly enough. No, definitely not. Swiftblade still ringing around the rosy right here. However, that leech, though, could do him in. Yes, it will.
I think you could just could have just run. Just
Yeah,
back.
he ran away right there.
The
Boris is here.
Ghostbusters. Not sure. Anyways, Boris doing nothing. He's gonna play some mount probably. But yeah, I'm not. Oh yeah, the Voodoo Jester. I don't see the purpose of Voodoo Jester here. So discussing the scale build. I mean, usually when you pick a hero, it should have a purpose, and then you know what scale build you wanna go for.
Yeah.
In this game, I don't see why Voodoo Jester was a good pick. The only thing I can say is that I guess they have tank heroes, so it could add some extra damage to Curse Count, although they are facing a sweep plate, for example.
Oh. That's an awkward pause.
Yep.
Mickey apparently just DC'd right there. He's involved in this fight as well, so it's a good thing they paused it. Seems like ASAP. I love the noise here from the Puppet's Hold, but I don't know if anyone's going to die right here. I think Mystery Kane's going to kind of just fall back, and so is Sync in the end. So through the font's just a little too far away. Farrell's now a little too far away. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're both just going to run away from one another right here. But we'll see. If they keep going, I mean, Moraxis is coming down level 6, but Voodoo Jester also heading over. Need to be a little careful if you're Sync right here. Whether the Swiftblade, he'll just continue to farm the top lane. He's got the Ghost Marchers. Looks like he's going to be going more that Abyssal Skull route. And team involvement there.
Okay.
Farm.
Predictions. Moira's gonna spawn Illusion and catch Kinesis.
Yeah, a little too far. Okay, no, Boris, the net does hit, actually. And Kinesis is going to die.
Almost right.
Close. Okay, so they do end up pursuing. And they do get the kill. So well played right there from Sync Esports, at least getting one kill out of it. As now they'll make their way towards the middle lane. At least Cthulhu Font is kind of heading that direction, as well as Moira. Cthulhu Font in the jungle over here. He's going to be found by Parasite, and actually, he's a little too deep, I think. Voodoo Jester and Moraxis looking to cut him off. Nice stun on a Voodoo Jester, but the Acid Cocktail is going to stall him in his place. And now Zlapt will fall, so good kill coming out. Column credit for it on Parasite. Elephant, maybe he needs to think about not getting as aggressive anymore. Seems like that it's not working out as well as it was maybe at the beginning of the game here.
I think it can still work out. They have the Tremble mounts, so Tremble can port. They have a fair ulti, which is almost global. Well, not really, but he's bot lane technically, so he can help out in the jungle. And then they have Moira.
Yeah.
So it's a really mobile team, which can help him out. But top.
Oh my gosh, if he lives. Yes. Wow. That was really close. The fact that Flensmeister actually almost lived right there, but he does end up going down, so good job. He did get the tower kill, though, just before that.
Exactly. And Puppet ported. So it's not that bad, as it might seem.
Could have been a lot worse. Would you like to see Tremble maybe going to the top lane and going to pick up some farm up there now instead? It seems like the middle lane's become a little more difficult for him.
I think it's fine. I think it's mainly going to rotate the gank. For example, bot lane. What they could do is... Well, right now they're securing bot lane and the enemy jungle, so that's fine. But what they could do is rotating Pharaoh top and setting up, like ulting the Voodoo Jester Kinesis and porting in with heroes.
Yeah.
But instead they're gonna get the bot down now, and now they're porting mid instead. Yeah.
Oh, well, they're trying to, yeah. Down goes Parasite. Parasite, he instantly regretted that facehug right there. Guaranteed the second he pressed R, he's like, oh, this is gonna be bad.
Pharaoh's running top, he's gonna try to set up. Moore has Illusion still. He can Illusion ulti. So this could be really bad. Sweeplet has a port as well.
Oh, Pharaoh's going to be seen, actually. Here we go with more. There come the TPs that you're talking about. Jump on a Kinesis with that Wrath of the Pharaoh. Puppet Master, though, he's like, I'm not even going to try. He's going to TP out immediately.
Sure.
Yeah, I couldn't catch him. So in the end, minimal casualties, really, considering how many players were up there. Tremble and Cthulhu continue to farm middle, but can't get the tower kill in the end. However, they could catch Voodoo Jester, possibly. To the fun, there we go, the Arcane Vortex. However, more support is coming over. Tremble, in fact, gets caught by Parasite and Moraxis. So Voodoo Jester may be in trouble, but if they get Tremble for this, that's a pretty big deal. You see Parasite kind of going back in, back out. He does not want to get caught in the face. Like, not enough damage. The Leech will finish him off, though, but now they're in a bad spot as they're being collapsed on. They need to go back to their teammates, though, does Moraxis. He's going to stand his ground. Here we go. Parasite and Kinesis are here. Mora, she's able to tank it, though. Kinesis too far in the front lines. Down goes Mora, able to dodge right there. Big burst coming out, but not nearly enough just yet. And Kinesis does end up falling. So Puppet Master just had to keep running. Has that Puppet's hold. Choosing not to use it, though. And instead it's just going to play safe and fall back all the way. So very another back and forth there.
I want to point out that Sweeplet is almost 500 GPM.
Wow.
And
yeah.
Puppet is 240. And Puppet is not a hero who farms that fast naturally. Needs a Whispering Helm. And then it's still not as fast as Swiftblades. And in this game it's going to be really hard to find form. Because they have a Pharaoh, Moira and Tremble. Once again, really mobile cores.
Mm-hmm.
So probably the way this game is gonna look like is that they're gonna get picked off a lot, and then they take Kongor with Pharaoh really easily, and then they probably take towers and outfarm the enemy. Yep, I've seen that.
Yeah, Pharaoh was trying, but
so yeah, they also have really deep wards. They actually, oh no, oh yeah, they do. The jungle is warded. Yeah, well, not super deep, but yeah, they have vision of the jungle. And they're trying to take control of that. You see Trample bot lane. You see Pharaoh with the haste. And Moira is mid lane, ready to channel anytime. Although they missed the Pharaoh ulti, so I'm not sure if they should go now. But in the meantime, Sweeplet is pushing top. And it's really, really safe with Sweeplet. Like, if anyone comes, they don't really have a long range catch. They don't have more access PKS. So if anyone comes, he can just pin TP out. They have Parasite to cancel that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's an option, but that's only one hero.
Well, yeah, it does seem like, I mean, again, 12 to 10 hero kills, it shouldn't seem like it's that big of a lead for Sync Esports, but I think the map control, Sync's just going to do it. They take resources as well as getting involved in fights, and the Mystery Game's kind of playing just scared here.
Just look at where Sync is. Like, they are farming half of the Legion jungle.
Yeah. And
then all lanes on top of that. And they have stacked Ancients, and Flans just cleared a stack in the Hellborn jungle. Now they are going for a smoke gank with a Parasite. I think it's rather just to get into enemy jungle, because he can't farm in the Legion jungle. He's just gonna smoke into Hellborn jungle to farm it. But he got popped. I mean, the smoke got popped, so they know that Parasite is there. Also, really good dewarding by Forgotten One. They dewarded the lane ward. I'm not sure if lane ward was placed or not, but it's better to make sure that it's not there. And
Voodoo Jester, oh no, yeah, she's level 4 still, so Voodoo Jester is in a lot of trouble right here. Ends up going down. Here we go with the response. Arcane Vortex will stall a little bit as usual. And everyone getting sucked in right there. Sync's just going to join them for the ride. Moraxis, Matrax is up. Big burst from Kinesis. Not really that big in the end. Moraxis, he's going to end up falling right here, most likely. Swift slashes cuts through Kinesis. Moraxis, he is going to say, no, the Wrath of the Pharaoh. Beautiful Wrath of the Pharaoh. Caught behind Moraxis on a Parasite instead. Ends up getting both of them killed. And Sync Esports, they have gotten their groove once again, just like game number 1. I mean, maybe it was a lot of back and forth early on, or close calls, but no, not so much anymore. Sync Esports pulling ahead quite a bit here. And it could be another quick one, unfortunately, for Mystery Gang.
Yep. They can even take Kongor with Pharaoh, as I said. It's really easy. And only thing is that they have 4 melees, but they have Pharaoh Hellfire. But Legion can't even stop it. They don't have a PK, they don't have any initiation. And Parasite is going for Astrolabe, I think, or just extra baser for the health. Not sure which one. But I don't think Astro is that bad. They're really behind. I don't think it's gonna get any items anytime soon. So might just get the Astro. I think it's better than Puzzle Box level 1, for example, if you compare the two. Obviously level 3 is better, but he's not gonna get it anytime soon.
Yeah.
So that's just a item to boost up the team fights early on, which they need. And they're going for a Freeman smoke.
Well, they'll try. They may get Swift played here. As far as obviously the Horde of Sight's not going to give him the vision, but
yeah, Voodoo Jester's always he's having wards. He should ward up, but he's not doing it.
They really want the Swift play. And they're going to go around the.
Okay.
Oh no! They end up running around the whole circle. That just happened.
I don't
to
think
be
they would have killed
coincidence.
Swiftlet anyways.
No.
I don't think so. Actually, it's been on cooldown, so maybe.
Yeah, I think they would have, but it's just a matter of actually catching him, and they happen to go the wrong way. I mean, just pure coincidence right there, bad timing, and ultimately Swiftblade, he gets away. So, meanwhile, while that chase was happening, you do got Trimble just easily pushing the bottom lane. Swiftblade farming Ancients now. Again, they just have completely taken over the Legion jungle. It's ridiculous, the resources that are being taken by Sync right here, and Mystery Gang just seems like they can't do anything about it. Parasite middle end in the meantime. He is caught out. He will barely live, actually. Not so long, says Pharaoh. Catches him, gets the kill. And now here comes the jump on to Puppet Master in the background. Puppet Master's going to be trapped on the mummy wall. He'll go down as well. Double tap for Mickey, playing the Pharaoh.
Yep. Pharaoh has PK, by the way.
Pharaoh does? Oh
Yep.
my gosh, he does, yeah.
Also Moira, but
Wow. Hat-trick
I don't
for
think
Mickey.
that, that's kind of trollish, but I think that's alright.
It's not. It seems like it's actually decent, right? I mean, it's just
Like-
another way to get in there without your ultimate being up.
Not just that, but once again, the Puppet can't handle it. Like, they are facing a Swiftblade, Cthulhu Fan, Pharaoh, Tremble in the front. And I was watching Puppet in the fights and he was staying really far back, which was good, but he wasn't dealing any damage. Not like he could because he's really underfarmed. But now they have one extra way of catching him, and what is Pharaoh gonna do? I mean, what is Puppet gonna do when Pharaoh just blinks on him and mummies? So literally nothing he can do.
Yeah.
So I think it's alright. Obviously you don't want to go for a puzzle box against a Parasite, especially when you're leading by that much. Would be stupid to give a Parasite a level 3 puzzle box, right? And what else? I don't think Barb does so much because they don't have that much damage on Legion yet.
Yeah, this early on, it seems like it'd be kind of useless.
So I like it. I mean, you could also go for like Denki and go for a Helm. You could even go for an Icon. But,
Something like that, yeah. Well, Sync's just gonna force another fight right here because they can really. You see Cthulhu chasing down the Voodoo Chest in the background, pretty much taking him out of the fight. In the meantime, though, Swiftblade actually does get bursted, so a little bit of signs of life for Mystery King right here, but Pharaoh doing plenty in the meantime, catching players off, and you see Puppet Master just simply really couldn't do a whole lot, got locked down and forced to kind of stand his ground, as we're talking about. Callum right here on Parasite, trying to get away. Pharaoh dealt tablet, portal key, he has it all, but not enough. In the end, the Mummy Wall going to try to survive now is the game here for Mickey. He's kind of toying with them. He does have a tower here, though. That's going to kill him. Oh, yeah, the portal key in 1 second. That would have been pretty clutch. But he wasn't able to get it off in time. So Mickey kind of having a little bit of fun with it there. But still not the biggest deal in the world, obviously. Just the GPM charts. I mean, everyone has more gold per minute than anyone on the Legion side, and that in itself is just enough to usually warrant a GG. But Mystery Gang is definitely going to try to stay in there a little bit longer. See about maybe an Assassin Shroud on Puppet Master.
yeah, more access to PK now. So Smoke, Kinesis, Shroud, Puppet, Smoke, PK, more access. Can get kills technically, but it's gonna be really hard, and like they're gonna need like huge amount of kills. I don't even know how many.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 pickles not gonna change the game. And like Sync can farm pretty aggressive, then it's not gonna matter if they get picked off once or twice. So yep, I would love to see getting getting a bounty. And what is that?
Voodoo Jester, he is indeed dead right there. Simply,
That happens when you try to deboard or kill a mount. Then you're definitely
and that only level 6. Yeah, not really the most tanky. Yeah, it's that's the scary thing when you're counterboarding and whatnot. It's you know that obviously they can see you when you're doing it because you're trying to kill a ward in the process. So hoping to do it in time, or ideally you have at least some kind of backup with you. But case right there, just simply deny. You see Mr. Gang still trying to force the issue though, make something happen. They will get the kill on a Cthulhu actually, because the rest of the team meanwhile doing Kongor. Instead going for that token of life, playing a very safe route here as Sync. Yeah, there's no reason why they shouldn't be.
I think Stuart is gonna get it. At least that would make more sense.
Yeah.
I think Tremble's tank enough, and I just feel like Soufflet should get it. Tremble's not gonna die. Yep. That's the case. By the way, I'm not sure if... Okay, top lane. Top is dead most likely. For sure.
Yeah, they can't do anything against Tremble other than just simply try to run right here. That's not going to work. So, Cannondorf gets picked off. And Parasite, he's going to be collapsed on as well. Not much options for him. Many options even. He takes over the creep at the last second, but it's not going to matter.
Puppet misclicked and ulted Boris.
Oh, did he? Yeah, that's...
I don't think it mattered though, because
no.
Tremble's so tanky. But,
No, that didn't.
So what I wanted to mention is that Kazu went for Helm on Tremble. I'm not sure if that was before Lightning or after Lightning.
I think it was before.
Yeah, I think so too. And I wanna praise Kazu a little bit because I think that's amazing. Like, I don't see any Tremble players do that, and I think that should be done way more. And in a game like this, in a really aggressive game, you go for Helm and you're really tanky, and it paid off because they won the early game. They didn't farm that much. But obviously they won the game by getting kills and map control and objectives instead of just clearing stacks and whatnot. They also have a swift play to clear stacks, so... yes.
Well, 22 minutes in, again it just continues here, so we're at the point of... let's go ahead and actually, I want to see about other series here. I know one that we were interested in was the Druids versus Disband, I assume. That's currently happening. Looks like this one, Druids, is actually a pretty big lead against Disband there. I think that might be the game 2 as well. Let's see real quickly. It is game 2. Yeah, Druids won the first game, it looks like, pretty easily. So I don't know if that's worth jumping into, to be honest.
There's Ogre as well.
Oh yeah, Shrek. Yeah, who are they playing? Reason?
I think that's already done, actually.
Is it? Yeah, I don't see either one of them in a game, actually. So
yep.
Possibly already done there too. Well, it might be a quick first set of matches here, apparently, coming at you. So, Complexity versus Dishonor was another match. I just monitor that real quickly. Okay, they're setting up for game 2. It looks like, so we could possibly jump into that one at the very worst.
Sure.
Well, is that game 2? Because
what you got is in Blitz mode. I'm not sure what that icon is. Capture the flag.
Huh. Well then,
so,
I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I don't see a game 1 even played there, so maybe they got a forfeit. I don't even know. Anyways, well, we'll just finish off this one and get it figured out after. As Voodoo Jester, not much you can do there. So yeah, I mean, again, not the worst case here. Not the worst thing ever for Mystery Gang, even with losing the series 2-0. They still sit in a fairly decent spot here as far as the standings go. Who do they have to play still? They play Complexity next, and then they play Shrek is Love last.
Yeah.
So
I think they are in comfortable spots. I think they're gonna win against Shrek is Love for sure. Although, like, Shrek is Love is still a legit team. They could win.
Oh, absolutely.
But I feel like Myst is gonna have it, and then Complexity could go either way. I would say Call is much stronger, but the way Myst has been playing yesterday, for example,
yeah,
I can see definitely them taking that game. And I don't think they are too sad about losing against Sync. They probably expected it, especially playing with the Ranger, not having their 5-man roster. So I think that's kind of expected for them. So they're not gonna bother too much and just play the next game with fresh mindsets.
Yeah, no, not worry about it too much here. Move forward and know that they are still in a decent spot here. As long as they don't lose out completely, then well, anything can happen. But at least win a couple of those games, and it seems like they could very likely be moving on again. $5,000 prize pool, and even getting to the bracket stage guarantees you puts you in the prize pool. As all top 4 spots will be getting paid out here. So we might as well actually jump into the Druids versus Disband game. Doesn't hurt at this point, so let's go ahead and hop into that one.
Disband game?
Yeah.
Right. That's the Druids, right?
Druids versus Disband.
Yep.
Yeah. Here, upgrade the graphics. There we go.
I mean, by watching the game in the monitor game, it didn't seem like it's over. But I'm not into it.
Okay, I'm in it here. It's not
okay.
over, but it's a decent lead for Druids. As I say that, though, oh, big shockwave coming out.
It is kind of over.
Wow. Yeah, that right there. It seemed like a little bit of something possibly for Disband, but no, they get caught. And actually, Miraxis in the background, he too is going to fall.
Ooh.
So it's a genocide.
Rune Dex Swiftblade.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Probusk. Over here.
I mean, it works. He's 520 GPM. But I think most of the heavy lifting was done by his team. Looking at Riftwalker and Biki, seems like they have a huge impact, yep. But the reason why I think it's over is because Puppet is too underfarmed, and it's a hero which is really bad for coming back. I think that hero has to snowball. So yeah, also they have a support Witch Slayer which is really greedy. Surprisingly it's doing alright. He's 4 for free. 190 GPM.
Yeah.
Not as bad as scary.
No. Riftwalker, like seeing Serenia playing it here. It's you're very familiar with that on your team, of course. But
yeah, I've played it here a few times, but most of the times it's not me playing it.
Yeah, well, no, your team is familiar with
I
playing
know.
But yeah, not many other teams have really played it a whole lot. But Serenia doing it here for Druids, and it seems like he has been performing pretty well. And actually, this was just the more illusion that started all this. They were trying to kill it, and now it's just going to backfire big time. As several get caught now, sure gonna end up on a Kraken as he jumps in, release the Kraken use. There's the pull, the wormhole coming out, the combo very well played. And now Swiftblade coming to clean up, so several more kills for Druids. Riftwalker will be picked off actually, but a 3-for-1 exchange, and it still could be more. The chase continues as the vote to concede does come out, but we'll see if they actually throw in the towel or not officially. There we go, the Swift slashes it. Yes, it will be official. So game 2 and the series here will go to Druids as they take it 2-0. So Druids has been a little bit all over the place as these group stages. And actually, with that 2-0 win, they're right now 2-2-2. They've had 2 wins in the series. They've had 2 draws, and they've had 2 losses. So that actually puts them at 8 points now with that victory. So climbing up there, and again, they're kind of competing with Complexity and Team Disband even right now. With that victory, though.
They're gonna face Shrek Love, and that's it.
They have Shrek Love, and then that will be their last match, yeah, so.
Alright, I think they can win that. I'm not sure where that puts them, but
yeah. There's still a lot of matches, so it's not a lot, but at least a couple matches to be played for all these teams, though, so really don't want to, it's not a whole lot. I mean, it seems like that they're in a decent spot, but
it's
not guaranteed.
Top 4 moving.
Yeah.
Alright. I think it's gonna be tough for the last one, the 4th.
Yeah, the
because
4th
I think
spots.
Disband, Shrek Love and Dishonored are out.